Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Early Access of Arcade Tycoon. This is my arcade, and the clones are arriving in force. I zoomed in rather a lot there. They're turning up looking for something to do. He brought his Game Boy with him, which is probably a decent idea, I would say. Yeah, there's three of them now. The pod people come. He wants to go poopy. That's lovely. There's four happy customers with nothing to do. Well, stick around. Let's see if we can fix that, shall we? Right then, I've got a fair few things that we can fling in here to get people going. The first thing we're going to need is a token machine because tokens are good. Frankly, that's how we make our money. So a token machine is pretty much essential. We'll then talk to that and turn it on. There we are. Token machine. Happy, smiling, capitalism in full effect there. And then we'll start a retro arcade area. Now, all of the machines are rated variously according to their reliability. And obviously, the more reliable it is, the more it costs. But I'm not too bothered about reliability. I'm going to start up with a machine called Death, which is a classic game, as I'm sure you're aware. We all enjoyed Death when we were young. Right, let's fire that up. On. There you go. Death is now happening, and and we've got one of these bold individuals is now playing it. His posture is absolutely terrible. He's going to have spinal problems when he gets older. One machine, however, won't do it. So right next to Death, we shall place Crimson, the classic Crimson there, where you play as a sheet of red that swoops across the screen, trying to make as much of the screen red as possible. I tell you, arcade games in the 1980s really were excellent. And if that weren't enough, Cobra. We shall have some Cobra as well. That's all good. So if Death doesn't take your fancy, perhaps Cobra will make it happen for you there. It's basically Snake with a fancy name. Yeah, we've got a Nokia inside there, and we've attached a joystick with a. He wants to go poopy. We've attached a joystick using some gaffer tape there. No, not Cobra. How would you like to go? Bananas. I'm out of juice. Oh, you fool. Right, I need to go and buy a new power cell. Let's go for that one. There you go. It made the noise of everything not being broken. But these have switched themselves off. On. There you go. Crimson, now available. Cobra, now available. Bananas, now available. Good. And to keep people amused further, I'm going to give them, what haven't we had yet? There's Cobra, there's Death, there's Crimson, there's Beast. The key to every good retro arcade game is having only one word in the title. Could be something to do with being able to get it in the header of the machine there, but who really knows? Oh, Death is off. Death is back on. There we go. That's my retro section 5. I'll do more, I think. But shall we? I've got 22 and a bit grand. Let's do more. What else we got here? Beast, yeah. Abduction. Alright, okay, good. Hope you people like retro games, because that's about it. Now, obviously, you're not going to be satisfied with me just going, I'm going to buy all the retro games because they're cheap. We've also got pinball, for those of you who like pinball. These have got 2 words in the name. We've got Alien and Alien 3. Alien 2, no. Not allowed Alien 2. We'll have Alien and Alien 3 here. We'll sling them up the back. That's it. You go and have that one. We'll sling Alien 3 right next to it. Should say spoilers because reasons. They look rather similar, but they're not. No. The table layout may be dissimilar, but this one, when you start playing, goes Alien. This one, when you press the start button, goes Alien 3. That's the fundamental difference between the two, but it's flipping pinball, isn't it? I mean, how different can you get? There are only a finite number of things you can do with a ball, and pinging it around the table is but one of them. Right, I've got numerous people complaining of inability to poop when they fancy it, so we'll sort that out. Actually, I'm going to hire a quick staff member first. Now, what with this being early access, at present you don't have a huge number of staff personages that you can actually carry. What I'm looking for here is someone who is absolutely ruddy furious, but very smart and with lots of energy. He's thick and angry and moderately energetic. Not good enough. Very happy, very brainy, bit mediocre when it comes to... No, he's too happy. Happy and useless. Well, that's got some merit. Yeah, okay, we're going to hire happy and useless. There you go. Hello, everybody. I'm here to... He will fix the machines when they break, fundamentally, and that's a good thing, because they are likely to break regularly, especially the way I use them. What are we at the moment? 3,900 out of 6,000 watts of highly entertaining power. That's what's going on. Right, gambling machines. I heard you like gambling machines. We'll sling a couple in. The first one, let's make everybody know what they're likely to part with in order to partake in this machine. Money, the gambling machine. You've got all of this business here that I would think you could play with, right? So you could change the number of tokens per play, maybe make it more or less difficult. Not at the current time, no. Early access, everybody. Features to be coming later, probably, if it sells more than 3 copies. And then right next to that, we're going to stick Miami Vice, which can't rotate in the way that I want it to, but that's okay. Turn it on. Right, I've got a variety of machines now, people. Be cheerful. Spend your monies. Are you spending your monies? They're possibly spending some of their monies. We will, however, go into utilities and we'll put an ATM in. Yeah, ATM, please. We'll stick that right next to the token machine. Nothing at all cynical about the way I do business. You need some token? Yes. Take out money from your rent. Buy token. Play game. Oh, it's not turned on. There you go. Hang on. Ping! It's now turned on. And then we'll get the bathroom up as well. I mean, my reluctance in placing the bathroom is purely because it uses up like an entire wall. But we'll stick it in the corner and we'll attach the electrodes to the pan just to keep people peeing with a sense of urgency, which is all important. Right, no complaints from any of you people from here on in. Thank you very much. And then we'll get a food and drink edifice up as well. Actually, nobody wants ice cream. I don't want ice cream. It's going to make everything sticky. Well, you can have a drinks machine, all right, and you'll be happy with it. And we'll stick it right next to the outside of the carsy. If I could place a bin, I would. But firstly, there are no benches, there are no bins, and therefore we're all out of luck there. Right, okay, good. That's all good. Let's find another machine, shall we? Racing machine. But this is basically, it's one of those where you've got a car looking at a television screen with one of those little perspex cars at the bottom that you're supposedly swerving in and out of things, but realistically it just doesn't do anything. Right. Reliability. I'm not interested in reliability. What I'm interested in is entertainment value. What do we like? Casino heist, city limits, getaway, or California? Let's go California, which comes authentic with the collapse of the San Andreas fault midway through the game. It's jolly exciting, I can tell you. Right, okay, that's in there. What else do you need, people? Show me modern games. All right, okay. Well, hold on. Well, what about a claw game? Fire grabber. What if I don't want to grab fire? The pirate hook. Or UFO claw. UF folklore. Okay. Teddy picker. That's a euphemism. Or monster tentacle. Straight out of Japan. Marvellous. There. Right, we'll stick that right next to California for some true international flavour going on in that region. Right. Oh, okay. That's not telling me how much I'm using. It's telling me how much I've got left. 1,200 more watts of entertainment power can now be used. Decorations. Well, we can colour things in. Pink, there, you see. I mean, I don't know. What happens? You click and it goes pink? Yes. All right, we'll leave that there as a work in progress. The floor, we can put... actually, we've got to do this. Oh, no, wait. Oh, give me that. Look at it. Flipping heck, it's 50 quid a go. All right, well, we'll spice up the entrance area a little bit. It's the 80s, everybody. Neon. We've discovered neon. They go great with my toweling socks. And then finally, we've got modern games. They're expensive. They're like $4,000 a throw. I'm out of money. I spent it all. I spent it all on carpet, which is, that's a disaster. Spending it all on carpet is maybe not the best way to go. We'll have more money come back. We've just got to wait. I've got $662. All right. Oh, you lot, get off your flipping Game Boy. Go and play something retro. Get some tokens and waste it in. Spend it wisely in the gambling machines. You want a drink? Don't be unhappy. Go and buy a drink. This is not. He's happy and stupid, much like you people are. They are $7. Oh, I'm raking it in. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Right, let's up the tempo and see how quickly we can establish ourselves as having quite a lot of money. All right, 1,300 quid. That's a bit more like it. Someone is giving Alien a good rinsing there. And it'd be nice to know what the high scores were. But sadly, at the moment, you just click it and it's called Alien. It's not called Alien. I can't even rename it. I wanted to call it, Alien 2. Yeah, actually, rebranding the games shortly after they've been implemented and telling people it's a sequel. Nice. Needs a bit of that theme park-esque, how long has this machine been in your arcade? Because they get bored with the old stuff. But, of course, people will always give classics a go. And also, I want to be able to charge people to use the loot. I think 5 tokens ought to do the trick. We've got people buying tokens, that's all right. 1,800, $2,000. I just want enough to be able to buy a modern arcade machine, which is not what you might expect. I'm not going to spoilerize it for you, but I'm going to need $4,000. So I'm going to have to somehow fill in some amazing commentary during this interim period before we get to the point where I can afford one. The clones here, they're all picking stuff up, and the happiness is increasing. In fact, I think we can get a rating here. We've got 47. We've got 74%, 72% public appeal, 48%, 43%, 56%. You know what? Whoever's doing our surveying for us, they're effectively shaking a magic 8-ball and going, what do the public think of this particular venue? And it goes, science point to 72%. Kind of go, all right, tell them that. And then 3 seconds later, go, oh no, it looks like 42%. And kind of go, oh, we better tell them that then. Because we would hate to be inaccurate for longer than a second and a half. The other thing I can't gauge, well, I could, but can't, is, what machines are popular. I mean, plenty of people get stuck into death, but they're equally likely to give Crimson and Cobra and Beast. They don't give a monkeys about bananas. Monkeys, bananas, monkeys, bananas. Yeah, work with me on this. This is, oh no, there you go, he's playing bananas now, which looks like a car game. All right, fine. Oh, you were rubbish, mate. You only lasted like 10 seconds. Try again. Go and get another 50 quid's worth of tokens, slam them in the machine, and maybe you'll last, 32 seconds. He's playing Abduction, which is some sort of shooter. That's a sideways scrolling beat-em-up, quite obviously. You're stuck at the loading screen. Can't make it work, but he's happy anyway. He's just pleased to be out without his mum looking over his shoulder. That's another sideways scrolling beat-em-up. So after you get good at Crimson, you can go and rinse it on Beast afterwards. That's the way, happy and stupid. You mop that machine for all you're worth. Right, I've got cash. Let's have a look at the financials. Right, in May, we made 850 quid. April we made March, beg your pardon, sorry. For some reason that R looked like a Y to me. It's not a Y, not even slightly. May has a Y in it. April we made 882, May we made £2,000, June we made £2,000, July we made £2,000. This month so far we've made 1,500, give or take. Profitability wise, none. Burned it all, burned some, made some, made some, made some. That's all good. We could apply for a loan. Do I need to? No, not really. I don't think I do. There's a 40% interest rate if we take a loan from the Donald Corp. Oh dear. And then you've got the Money Tree Bank, because it's magic, obviously. And then the M&D Bank, the Bank of Mum and Dad, will lend you 10 large if you want. And charge you interest. Thanks, parents. That's jolly decent of you. We're trying to teach you for your own good. Oh yeah, cheers. Right, let's put a modern one in, and then we've got a bit of everything. Won't that be that'll be a delight. We've got Zoom, which is terrible on the reliability stakes. Candyland, Fast Food, Ghosts and Gremlins, Captain Salty, and Alien Invaders. Captain Salty, obviously. Spin it around. Yeah, I think you can see what's going on there. Yes, it's a PlayStation, and they've just welded the controllers into a little plastic something or other, and that's that. Modern basically means you have to stand further away from it because it could get so exciting that you end up delighting all over the screen, and that's just not what you want. So there you go. That's my arcade. It's making money hand over fist. As mentioned, the weather looks snowy. It is in September. I don't know what's going on with the climate there. It is in early access. That's just worthy of mention, and therefore there is more to come on this front. But what you have seen here is pretty much what it does. And we're going to have a little night. Is that the best thing I can have hiding behind the machines there? What's about a skeleton? No, I want like a nun or some kind of creepy lion just peering at you over the edge of Miami Vice there, going, you win, I'll chew your face off. Brilliant. I've been Colonel Failure. This is an early access game. I've said that a lot, but that's it. I've played it now. You can buy a bit more land. That's good. There will be, according to the developers, I mean, you can see already there are 3 buttons that are missing here. Oh, we could do some marketing. There you go. We can do all of this business, which basically brings more boys to my yard. That's fine. That's all good. But that's about your lot. Unless I've missed something, that is about your lot at the moment. It's a lovely concept. It just needs time to percolate and to build out a little bit more. Anyway, it's out on the Steam on Friday. I've slung a link in the description. If it's your kind of mustard, then get a hot dog to go with it. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. So, how about that Arcade Tycoon there, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, as early access goes, it is just a smidge limited. In the 17, 18 minutes that I played there, I basically rinsed the entire game. Now, I had played through it previously, so I already had a fair sense of what does what. There are a few more things to build, but that's about it right now. Is it going to get better? The devs are committed to making it everything it can be in the future. I asked about research by email, and they said, yeah, absolutely, research is definitely coming. And those greyed out buttons that are in the menu at the moment clearly indicating that something else will be added in the future. Now, with early access games, the problem is, how far away is the future? I mean, is that a month away? Is it 6 months away? Is it 3 years away? Regardless, with an early access game, you take your chances, you pays your money. Spin that around the other way and it forms a common phrase. But if you want to support the devs, jump on board early. If you want a compelling game that's going to keep you occupied for hours on end, sometimes an early access game will do that, sometimes it won't. And in this case, you have largely seen all the tricks it's got up its sleeve within an hour's worth of play, let's say. So I leave this one to your discretion, friends. Yes.